Hello, this is Alex, welcome to Boomstick Gaming and my full review for Shovel Knight King of Cards. This new expansion campaign is free for owners of the base Shovel Knight game, but if you want to pick up just King of Cards by itself, I'm happy to let you know that you're in for a retro gaming treat. King of Cards is a full-blown new platforming campaign starring King Knight with some card game elements sprinkled throughout. King Knight's moveset is a big departure from Shovel Knight himself, as well as Plague Inspector Knight as well if you played those expansions. His multi-use shoulder charge allows him to Wario bash enemies, slam into walls to boost his jumps, and after a successful hit, he will enter a controlled spin that also allows him to pogo on things and break through dirt. Although perhaps not as creative as Plague Inspector Knight's moveset, these gameplay mechanics are easily my favorite of the bunch because King Knight is immediately satisfying to play as, but also has some fun depth to him. The upgrades you'll be gathering along the way are the best in the entire series in my opinion, as almost every one completely changes the core gameplay of this platformer. Some of these allow you to absorb and fire back enemy attacks, jump in different directions, float in a bubble, dash across water, control rats, and many others. Outside the rooms where you learn how to use these are all purely optional and not required to get through the main levels. However, each one will make you reconsider how you ever lived without it, which is an upgrade system done absolutely right. The level design is just as on point as what Yacht Club Games is known for, as each level passively teaches you nuanced new mechanics to better prepare you for the rest of the level without you hardly ever even noticing you're being trained. Although there are quite a decent amount of levels to take on and secret routes to uncover, these levels are quite a bit shorter than what we have in the original Shovel Knight campaign, but luckily every level feels highly refined and meticulously crafted. As you make your way through this Mario 3 style overworld map, you can return to your home base airship at any time to talk with your expanding crew or buy some upgrades for your character. Here, as well as in some taverns scattered throughout the map, you can challenge people to the game of Joustus, which is an easy to learn, difficult to master little card game. The goal is to place your cards over gems on the board, however they cannot be placed directly on them and you'll need to find a way to slide your pieces over these spots, which is easier said than done since your opponent will be shifting the board around as well. Once the main center tiles are completely filled with cards, the match is over and whoever is occupying the most gems is declared the winner, whom also gets to permanently take a card of their choosing from the opposing player's deck. There is a decent amount of luck involved in this, just like most card games, but once you get the hang of it, skilled play will often win you the match. Shovel Knight King of Cards is a remarkable platforming adventure that excels thanks to its creative level design, solid controls, and gameplay-altering upgrades. The core moveset and feel of King Knight I think is the best in the entire series, and I think this campaign specifically will age the best in the long run. If you somehow managed to miss out on the original Shovel Knight, it's definitely worth your time, but if you just want to dive in for this new campaign, this is easily one of the best platformers you can find for $10. Those were my thoughts on Shovel Knight King of Cards, and I think this was a really awesome way to close out this saga. Perhaps we'll see a 16 or 32-bit style full-on sequel next after Shovel Knight Dig. My fingers are definitely crossed. If you happen to like my style of review, or feel I've helped you make a more informed purchasing decision at any time, consider subscribing to Boomstick Gaming, ringing that little bell icon if you already are, and you can also find me on Twitter at BoomstickAlex. Lastly, a special mention to these top YouTube members and patrons who really help to keep this individually owned and operated channel going. As always, this has been Alex from Boomstick Gaming, and thanks for watching.